The hearing in the case in Supreme Court of India between the central government and the Delhi government regarding the administrative control over transfers and postings of civil servants in the national capital took an interesting turn today when the central government sought a reference of the matter to a larger bench at the fag end of the hearing. To provide a bit of context for all of you, the issue in dispute before the Supreme Court concerns the scope of the legislative and executive powers of the centre and the Delhi government over control of administrative services, which include appointments and transfers in Delhi. We have made a detailed video on the question of law involved in this hearing, as well as the earlier pronouncements of the Supreme Court on this issue, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Please to check it out. A 5-judge bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud had been hearing the matter since January 10th. Senior advocate Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi completed his arguments on behalf of the Delhi government, and Solicitor General of India Tushar Mehta made arguments on behalf of the central government over the last couple of days. Today, the matter was posted for the rejoinder arguments of Dr. Singhvi. As the bench commenced their sitting today, Solicitor General raised the plea for reference by remarking, and I quote here, "I have already filed an application seeking reference. I have already argued the point. I am seeking permission to file a written note." Expressing surprise at this request, CJI Chandrachud said, and I quote, "But we did not hear any argument on reference. It was never argued. We are in rejoinder. But the reference is needed. I have already argued," the Solicitor General responded. Emphasizing that the plea for a larger bench reference should have been made at the very outset of the hearing, the CJI remarked further, and I quote again, "Mr. Solicitor, now you can't. Dr. Singhvi is in his rejoinder. Reference has to be argued at the outset." However, the Supreme Court bench said today that they would consider the request before asking Senior Counsel Singhvi to commence his arguments. The larger bench reference was sought on the ground that the 2018 judgment of the Constitution Bench in the case titled JNCTD vs. Union of India is inconsistent with the 9-judge bench judgment in the case titled NDMC vs. State of Punjab, which had held that Delhi was on the same footing as a union territory. In the 2018 judgment, the Constitution Bench had asserted the principle of supremacy of elected government and had held that the Lieutenant Governor should act as per the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers in respect to the matters over which the Delhi government has executive and legislative powers, and that the Lieutenant Governor's reference to the President should only be made in exceptional circumstances. Senior Advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, representing the Delhi government today, also opposed the centre's request. Dr. Singhvi today said that the reference is a dilatory tactic adopted by the union. He said that the plea to refer the 2018 judgment to a larger bench was never raised during the 10 postings of the case and was in fact raised for the first time in December last year, few weeks before the final hearing was set to begin. He also said that the reference application is identical to the review petition filed in 2021 against the 2018 judgment. For more information on what transpired during the hearing today, you can refer to our detailed report, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Thank you. I'm Bhaumik for LiveLaw. Keep watching LiveLaw for more such updates.